Greetings truckers, how are we all doing? Grumpy Gaming Dad here, episode 4 of our Mexico Extremo construction series. Welcome. You find us parked up on the side of the road near Guanacevi. Apologies for the pronunciation for any Spanish speakers who happen to be listening. It's probably wrong. But we are taking a load of lumber down from the sawmill here that we started at Guadalupe Calvo. Over the last 3 days, we've worked our way up through the twisties, through Peral, down to the junction there, and past Santa Maria del Oro. And we ran out of hours yesterday. So we parked up, having a quick rest, and we're going to start again today. We are carrying a triple trailer of lumber. Now, this trailer is not strictly speaking legal. Hence, we have very limited driving hours. We can pull off about 8 hours a day in daylight only. So we need to really crack on and get this sorted. So let's start the truck up, get warmed up. There we go. So we're putting about 25 tonnes, which is about 50,000 pounds of lumber here. We're taking it down to a tourist area, which is undergoing a restoration. There's a village there, wooden framed houses. So we're taking it down now for the owner. Not quite sure why we're taking it such a long distance. It's about 870 miles in total, I think. And there are sawmills closer to that location, which they've decided not to use. Now, mine is not the reason why. I'm just here to drive a truck. So, it's going to take us about, let's have a think, 6 days, I think, to get down. No, 5 days. We've got this job, and then we should do the last stretch up to the tourist area on day 5. It's not been bad so far. We've left a little bit early today, haven't we? Still dawn, sun's coming up here. We're driving the Freightliner FLB. This is a mod from Harven's workshop on Steam. Fantastic truck, this. It's nice to be driving a cab over actually on these roads, because this tractor and trailer unit's big enough already. Having the slightly shorter nose is going to actually be in our favour. Oh, it's getting steep. Oh, we have to go down another. Can you hold 4 low? Yes, you can. Good girl. There we go. Having to take quite wide lines around these corners because the local drivers are, how can we put this? Kind of enthusiastic. You will see a lot of crashes, a lot of accident sites. A lot of dangerous overtakes. So it's no surprise why there are so many wrecks by the side of the road, to be honest. Uh-oh. I've got to be a bit more on top of the gear changes. Oh, we've got a warning light, low fuel. Oh yeah, so it is. That could cause a problem. I know we've only got the small tank on this thing, but engine brake. There's a fuel stop coming up. I'm going to play this like it was totally planned and I knew that was coming, but there's a small chance I'll be lying. Oh, look at this scenery, man. This is fantastic. This map is absolutely glorious. Mexico Extremo modding team. Links are in the video description. Please do check them out. It's a combination of maps from Mexico. There's a huge amount of ground cover. Some incredibly challenging roads. Very nice map making this. I think I say it every episode, but I really do mean it. For American Truck Sim, having these sorts of roads on there is a bit of a game changer. Got to be careful of that rear trailer. The drivers don't give us much quarter. Oh, look at that river. That's gorgeous. Oh, rough road, rough road. Oh boy, slow it down. Not that much. Look at these potholes. And what we'll probably find as well as we come into this village, there'll be some speed bumps, because they do love their speed bumps around here. Actually, no. Maybe they've ripped them out, which is why the road's such a mess. Right, where's this fuel stop? Is this going to be a... ah, yes. This is a local country fuel stop. Oh, I don't envy this guy trying to fill up this truck. But we need fuel, so we'll have to leave the trailer hanging out on the road. Fill her up. Hopefully it won't take too long. Oh, I'm being beeped at because I'm blocking the road. Thank you kindly for the fuel. Time for us to go. Yeah. I'm moving. Chill. There's a speed bump. That's what we come to expect. These things are monsters. Very effective, because if you don't slow down for them, it will wreck your vehicle and you won't do it again. So the map mod team who created this map also have got, it's a payware alpha or beta at the moment. They've also filled out the Sierra Nevada region in the States as well, which once I finish this series I may well get and have a look at, because I'm enjoying their work so much. So we're running, like I said, the Freightliner FLB. Now, did I say about the engine and gearbox? I can't remember. It's a 550 brake Caterpillar engine, which is a fair old size. It's only 25 tonnes, 50,000 pound load. But the ascents are quite steep in places, and the switchbacks are kind of fierce. So having that mated to an 18-speed Eaton Fuller is kind of a necessity around here, to be honest. We've gotten an awful lot of use out of the Jake brake recently. Oh, whoa. That looked like a speed bump. And now here we go with one of the quality overtakes we were talking about. That really looked like a speed bump, but it was flat. Got a 3-stage Jake brake on this. And like I said, we're getting good use out of all the settings. scenery is just fantastic though. It runs surprisingly quickly as well. I've not really had any slowdown or lag or any stutters. Occasional bit of very densely populated towns. This is game version 1.35, so it's the DirectX update. The latest version at the time of recording. Quality overtake, and he slammed on the brakes. Yay! Try and take a wide line into these corners just for that third trailer. I mean, the turning on this is actually pretty impressive considering the size and the length of it. And the trailers themselves are actually, they're reasonably short, they're not too difficult to manoeuvre. Right, we've got our right turn coming up here. There it is. And it looks like we might also have ourselves a little checkpoint going on here as well. Perhaps a little unofficial toll station going on. It's got a couple of police cars. We better take a slightly wider line into this. Are we going to get charged as we go through? Suspect we might. Oh, yeah, we are. Okay. Little toll station there for us. That's a nice surprise. I absolutely did not touch that cone. Looks like we're getting slightly twistier now. We've got some switchbacks climbing uphill. That's where it starts getting interesting. I'll make an effort to keep the revs a little bit higher, so I don't want to bog down and get a bad gear change and come to a stop on these inclines. I know we're running a 550 brake motor, but still, it's very tricky pulling away if you're parked on the on a slope. I don't want to get stuck between fifth and fourth as well, having to split the gears or change the range, sorry. Oh, that's a good point. I'm not quite sure which is which. When you're going between low and high on the gearbox, is that the range element or is that the split element? Because I'm driving a range splitter I need to fuller 18 speed setup on a manual gearbox. Well, I don't know what is the range part and what's the split part. I should have to look that up. Really climbing now, you do get a good sensation of the climbs on this map. Uh-oh. Range G or Mexican equivalent. So this is where we're likely to get hit, to be honest, because people come barreling around these corners without a care in the world. I'm going to try and look around the corner, but what with the trees? See, the third trailer's already dragging itself over that yellow line. Do our best to keep it outside of the road. And this is one of the reasons why we're absolutely not doing any night driving. It would be a disaster. At least we've got some nice fresh tarmac around here. The roads are well paved. That third trailer's over the line. Or on it at least. We'll turn out. Dip lights off now, let's go to side lights. She's quite happy staying in fourth. So far anyway. This corner, I'm not spoken too soon. Don't want to hit the markers at the side of the road, but I've really got to keep it tight. Again, this makes me glad to be driving a cab over today. Imagine if you've got the long nose, trying to negotiate these bends with 3 trailers on the back. And we're on the downhill stretch. Our average speed has not... Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I was saying our average speed has not been particularly high across these past few days. Oh, dangerous curves, extreme caution. I think there's maybe been one brief or a couple of brief stretches of road where we've actually got into the top end of the gearbox. But I would reckon that by far we've been in the lower half of the box so far, most of the time. Please, 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 no one come around these corners. Let's have a little bit of a... Right, one more. A little bit of a warning beep as we go around these. Ideally we should have an escort for this, but it's all been done on the down low, so a nice narrow bridge with barriers either side and a tight radius turn. This is prime territory for having someone drive into the side of us. Oh! Alrighty, we just found ourselves... Either I clipped the barrier like a complete noob, or there's a bit of a... Oh, look, there's a little bit of a sign sticking out there. That might have been me. Ooh, bad driver, bad driver. And I just managed to put... Right, you try that again. Someone drive into the side of us if we're not careful. Now we've got rock warnings, rockfall warnings, and we've got the cliff faces really tight up against the side of the road. Must be a huge queue of traffic behind us right now. Just trying to keep dancing through the gearbox, keep the revs high enough. Oh, we've got a burnt out wreck there. Suspect that was an overtaking accident. Oh, a lovely lake in the mountains, look at that. Gorgeous. Oh, we're going to fifth. It's flattened off. Look at that. Nice. Right, should keep our average speed up a little bit now then. Not a lot, just a little bit more. Don't think we're far away from our rest stop. What is it? It's 4 in the afternoon already. We need to think about finding somewhere safe to pull over soon. Want to get to the junction to Canelas, was it? Should have a right hand turn coming for that. That was a nice little stopping area there. Oh, that would have been good if I'd have known about that. Nice view as well. Oh, a tree sticking out. Wow. Right, so there's a lumber yard off to our right. Again, why did they not pick a closer lumber yard? A lumber yard for the work needed. Speed bumps. That's a beastie, look at that. Doink. Are you waiting for me, or are you just trying to negotiate your own speed bump? No, you are coming through, okay. I can see Canelas on the GPS. Wait for the last trailer to clear the speed bump. I think that's about right. Could possibly even pull into that lumber yard and rest there. That's quite close to the junction, I believe. I'm not quite sure how keen they'd be to have a competitor's load of lumber rock up to park in their yard. Oh, there's a rest stop. I see a rest stop on the map. Look at that. Aha, that's at our junction as well. Okay. Shadows are starting to get long now. We do need to get pulled over. Another lumber mill there. Let's turn the dip lights on. I hope this rest area is big enough to take the triple. If not, we'll need to improvise. Canelas to the right. Oh, we got another shakedown. I believe we have. A couple of dodgy blokes in pickup trucks. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Oh, you want money. Alrighty then. Where's this rest area? Is that it? Is that the rest area? Oh well, let's go and have a look. Sorry, traffic. Better than nothing, I guess. At least we'll be tucked off the road. or not, as the case may be. Now we're off the road just. There we go. Another day done. As a big old lorry jumps in front of us. So what have we done today? We have covered the ground from the junction at Guanacevi there. And we've got ourselves down to Canelas. Yes, there'll be one more trip. I think that's the last day there. We're working our way down to the rest area at the end, and that's where we shall get offloaded and off to the next job. So that's it for now. Thank you very much if you're still here at the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. This is YouTube. You know what to do. Please leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Please leave a comment, hit subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Until next time, happy trucking everybody, and see you soon. Bye for now.